Hold on, Matt.
Knock it over. You did all the work today.
All right. Take over for me when you can.
Okay.
How'd it go?
It went well. I did a lot of pick and roll, a lot of shooting, just a lot of point guard situations, see if I could make shots, put me through some stuff to get me tired, see if I can make shots while I'm tired in a situation that I would be in. And I thought it went well.
So how have you been doing these workouts? You've been working out individually over at Merritt, having people come in so far? What's been that?
I've been working out by myself at Merritt. I've had another guy come in every once in a while just to give me a guy to go against or work out with. But most of the time by myself. And the teams that I've gone to and worked out for was individual as well.
So you haven't been part of like a group workout of a half dozen guys and playing 3-on-3 and stuff like that?
No. Every workout for teams has been individual. The only time I did 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 1-on-1 was in Chicago at the Combine.
Is there a reason for that?
Just so teams could get a better look at me, not myself. I think when you're out there with 4 or 5 guys, the team is trying to evaluate everybody, so they're catching bits and pieces of each guy. Coming in by myself shows that I'm in good shape, and I can go through a tough workout by myself and still be able to perform, as well as teams being able to evaluate me by myself.
It seemed like the fact that you participated in Chicago, that alone helped. Is that the sense you got just by showing that you're ready, you'll play anytime?
Yeah, I mean, I was given the option to sit, like some of the other guys did, but I knew that there was a lot of questions that I was doing my workouts individually and I wasn't going up against guys, so I just wanted to kill all of the talk that I didn't want to go against guys because I'm not scared of anybody. And I decided to play both days, because I didn't feel like I was going to go out there and I didn't have anything to hide, basically. Right. And I performed well and I helped myself.
What about just here, the Warriors? You grew up in, I guess, San Leandro, but you went to Oakland High?
I'm from Oakland.
Oh,
I
you
grew
are?
up in East Oakland. Jared Cunningham.
That's what I'm thinking of, yeah. I mean, what would you think about the possibility of playing for this team?
It would be great, man. I grew up here. All of my family is here, and it's home. So just to be able to play in my home city, it would be a great thing. And I grew up a Warriors fan. I'm still a Warriors fan, and unless I go somewhere else next year, that'll be the first year I haven't been a Warriors fan. But it would be great, man. I would love it. I'd love to play for my hometown team.
I mean, obviously they got Curry here. Would you be surprised if the Warriors took you?
I wondered about it. Where would I be? But a guy that's established like Steph Curry, I got a lot of respect for his game because we come from similar situations, and I feel like he's done well. So if I came here, I'd be more than happy to contribute in whatever way I can. I wouldn't be upset. I don't want to come in and think I'm supposed to start or anything like that. I just want to work my way on the floor if I was here, and I'd be more than happy to play with him.
It seems like a lot of guys in your spot, some of them don't pay any attention to the mock drafts and whether they're climbing or falling. Other guys pay a lot of attention to it. Where do you come down on that?
I've never been one to really follow it a lot because, especially in the draft process, because you got direct contact with your agent, so you know what's really going on.
Right.
Mock drafts could be wrong a lot of times, so I don't pay a lot of attention to it. A lot of fans tweet me everything like, "Oh, you moved up here and you moved up there," so I know through that. Occasionally I've looked, just to see, but I'm not real big on it.
I mean, I've seen you as high as up around here at 7 and then maybe into the mid-teens. Do you care? Does that matter? I mean, at the end of the day, will it be a better thing, a worse thing, or it won't matter where you get picked?
Well, first of all, I'd be blessed to be picked, period. Last year, I didn't expect to be in this position at this time, so I'd be blessed to get picked wherever. Obviously, I want to get picked as high as possible at a place where it's opportunity. I don't think it's a real big deal. Everybody wants to improve their stock as much as possible, but the only real difference is the pay, I guess.
Why do you say you're surprised to be here? Because of the injury a year ago? You were coming off that?
No, I knew I would bounce back. Once it happened and I started to work out again, I was determined. So it was nothing I wasn't going to be the reason that I came up short for that. So I knew I would put the work in and put myself in position, but to go from second round, early second to late first to top 10, that's a big jump. So I wasn't expecting that big jump.
I was looking at some of your numbers, and they're good. The one thing I wanted to ask you about your assists. I mean, were you asked to mostly score at Weber State, and so maybe you look to, score more than get other people involved?
No, I'm actually, for people that saw me play a lot, NBA teams know that I'm a willing passer.
Right.
I like to make plays for guys, but unfortunately we had a few injuries to some of our better players at Weber this year, so my responsibility offensively went up, and they needed me to score more points. And I averaged 25 points, and I had 4 assists.
Right.
And it easily could have been 6 with 2 of our better players out there, or if a couple more shots got made. It could have been anything, but that just gives me more to show.
Right.
It'll be something that when I get in the NBA, people can see, like, oh, I didn't know you could do that, when all along I had it in my game.
Gotcha.
They just didn't know it.
I mean, just to be, from Weber, from a small school, and be in this position. I mean, what does that mean to you to kind of show that, hey, it doesn't matter what school you go to?
Well, I think it's just my body of work paying off. I've always been an underdog, and people doubted me all the time, so I just want to prove them wrong. And I think I still have a lot to prove to people, because a lot of people might question the fact that I'm from Weber State. But coming from Weber State, it just shows you that they'll find you if you're good enough. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, work ethic, the type of person you are, because they find out everything. And I think, my background, everything that they dug up about me, I think that really helped me.
Yeah, I mean, I know you went to a few different high schools, and that I was talking to your high school coach, and he said that kind of thought maybe was one of the reasons why you were a little bit under the radar. And what do you think, kind of being under the radar in high school and then again in college for maybe the first couple of years? What has that done for you now that you're in this position?
It puts a chip on your shoulder when you always the odd man out. You overlooked. It puts a huge chip on your shoulder, because you never have. People don't expect much from you, so you kind of have nothing to lose, and I never did, and I was constantly getting better, putting in work, and I started to kill people, and I started to get better and better, so just having that chip on my shoulder, it keeps you going, it fuels you.
Do you feel like you're getting the respect right now, because now people seeing you and the attention you're getting from these teams and how you're climbing?
I think I'm getting a lot of buzz,
Right.
A lot of people talking about me, but I think the respect, and I think that'll come when I get on the floor and they see that I belong. Because a lot of times you see guys get a lot of buzz like this in the draft throughout the time, and then they get there and it's like, all right, nothing really happens. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So I just want to be that guy that shows them that I belong.
Look back sophomore year of high school, you're at St. Joe's, you're point guard out of Oakland, Jason Kidd school, and it didn't really get to play that much, didn't really get to show yourself. Then you end up at Oakland, and you end up being one of the best players in the area. Kind of what did maybe that year kind of teach you, and how did that kind of drive you?
Like I said, that's another thing that put a chip on my shoulder when I went to St. Joe's and I didn't get a chance to play. That was one of those things where I was like, am I not good enough? He doesn't think I'm good enough, but in my mind, I think I'm good enough to get minutes. So I just went back to the gym, and that was around the same time that I started to learn to work hard and really push myself, and I got better and better and better from there on.
You always hear about it. For every kid out of Oakland that does make it, there's so many that maybe have the skill and don't make it. How have you been able to, get yourself in this position?
I'm not a follower. I think a lot of people in Oakland, it's easy to go the wrong route, and it's a lot of people that I know that did go in the wrong route, and there was some guys that probably could have been in this position from here, but they chose to follow other people's footsteps. And, I've never been the guy to follow. I know right from wrong. If I don't feel comfortable with something, if I don't feel like something is right, I won't do it. And I'll always be able to live with whatever decision I made, and it got me here.
What do you think gave you that kind of a mindset growing up?
My foundation. I think my family, just having the type of support system that I have, and all those people behind me that really love me and that really care about me and have my best interests. I think that's one of the main reasons why I am who I am. I think having them there allowed me to turn away from everything that I could have fallen into.
Does that make it kind of special to be able to work out at home on Father's Day? Probably get to see your dad, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was with my dad a lot yesterday, and I can't remember the last time I was here on Father's Day, but it's it's a great feeling just to be home, period. Father's Day, see my family every day because I've been gone. Over the summers, I didn't come home. So just to be here, period, man, around my family, it feels good.
Thanks, man.